Welcome back, and it's now time for business. Stanchart Bank reported a 45% jump in profit after tax for the year ending December 2024. The lender attributes the growth to resilience and aggressive digital push amid changing economic conditions. However, despite strong results, concerns are emerging. A sharp drop in customer deposits and rising operating costs raise questions about the long-term resilience, as Jimmy Mbogo tells us in the following report.
In the year ending December 31st, 2024, Stanchart Bank faced several challenges. Deposits fell by 14%, while operating costs rose by 8% due to ongoing investment in the business and staff. However, the 28% drop in foreign-denominated loans posed the biggest threat to profitability. During the announcement of the bank's full-year result, CEO Kariuki Ngari assured investors that there is no cause for alarm.
So 2024 was a challenging year. And that is what drives that. We do not create new assets. We create assets in response to clients. If clients want to expand their businesses, if clients either whether it's capital outlay or working capital, that's where we come in. And 2024 was a very subdued year as credit was concerned. And that is a primary driver of that.
Despite the challenges, the bank's profit after tax jumped 45% to 20.1 billion shillings from 13.8 billion shillings the previous year. Net interest income rose by 13%, driving the top-line growth by 21% to 50.7 billion shillings. Further, impairment losses on loans dropped by 1 billion shillings. With the market shifting towards sustainable lending, Stanchart's sustainability-linked revenue in the year under review grew from 1.27 billion shillings to 3 billion shillings.
In 2024, our CIB business contributed 50% of our revenues, and our WRB business contributed 46%. In terms of PBT, our CIB business contributed 58% compared to 37%.
In our CIB business, it tends to be big corporates, big deals. So, and then in terms of that, so it basically means the revenues tend to be a lot larger in that. And then if you look at profit before tax for our CIB business, the cost base is much lower, because obviously when you look at the headcount in the CIB business, it's much smaller.
Based on the results, Stanchart Board has recommended a total dividend payout of 45 shillings per share for the year, which will see the lender spend a total of 17 billion shillings. The bank is now forecasting a stable macroeconomic environment in 2025 with easing interest rates and low inflation. However, they remain watchful of global geopolitical risk, particularly policy uncertainties from the US market, which could have a damning effect to Kenya. Jimmy Mbogo, Citizen TV, Nairobi.